Most first-time home buyers usually ask, is this a good time to buy? Should I buy now? Should I wait? It's all up to you, right? There shouldn't be much convincing needed when you want to buy a house. But let's just go through pros and cons of it, right? Just to see if you need any help on that note. One is that it's never easy buying a house, right? There are a lot of different steps, but the first one is your interest rates. Right now, we are hovering around 6.58 to 6.8%, depending on your credit scores, how many units you're buying. But let's just say 6.5 to 7%. That's the norm that we're seeing these days, right? They might come down later on, but they might not come down either. We're just not too sure about that. New York's medium sale price is around $475,000, but this is for the whole New York. But if you're trying to buy a house in Long Island, or if you're trying to buy a house in Queens, in Brooklyn, you're not going to find much with this price range. They're typically $100,000 to $200,000 over this, right? And prices in 1 year, they increased around 8% from 2025, right? So if they keep up with the same pace here, if you buy a house today at 475, it could go up to $513,000. That's $38,000 more. If you keep waiting, you might end up paying higher price when that time comes as well. So right now, when you're renting, you're making that rent payment, you're not building any equity, right? Because it's your landlord's mortgage, he or she, they're building equity, not you. And you can see that the rent and home prices, they keep rising, they don't come down. So if you can afford it and if you're comfortable making that move, then every payment that you're going to be making towards your mortgage, you're essentially building equity on that, right? And you're locking in today's rate, right? And the home prices should go up overall if you're in Long Island or in Queens. And when the rates do come down, then you would do a refinance if you qualify, right? By then, when you do a new appraisal, the home prices should be up, your loan to value should go down, and you should have a pretty solid interest rates on that. And time to wait, right? If you want to keep you waiting, some people are waiting since 2016. Most people that we know have been waiting since 2020. That same house was maybe around 313,000 and maybe today up to $475,000, right? So we always say buying is never easy, but give it a few years and you look back and you realize it's one of the best deals you have made. So if you are going to make a move, just make sure you have steady income, you're going to stay there for 3 years or more, and you have your down payment, right? If you're going to live in that particular neighborhood for next 1 or 2 years and you don't have a stable job, then keep renting. There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're going to stay in that neighborhood, you have a steady job, you have your down payment, you have your closing cost, and your credit scores are solid enough to qualify, I would make that move. If you have any questions, please get in touch with 516 218 1297.